Yo. Check it out. Y'all who've seen our last video know we're back, and we got some videos to drop, but before we get shit crackin' with videos, 10 players has some shit to straighten out. Now normally we'd ignore shit like this, because we get fight fans saying all types of shit. But this is one we're answering for a reason. Now in our last video, Mack left a comment. Holler to Mack by the way. The honest truth was we found the comment that was full of comments and questions to be ridiculous and lacking diplomacy. Now initially we figured there's either one of two things going on with this comment. Either Mack missed us while we were away, and he doesn't know how to express it. Or he's got a problem with 10 players. So we chopped it up with Mack a little first to make sure, because sometimes guys make cracks and don't really mean it in a malicious way. Other times they're trying to straight up diss. Apparently that wasn't the case, so we're gonna try and be as diplomatic as possible. Now Mack's post says, "You guys are soft." As you can see, Mack started out calling us bitches, that's why we had to make sure. You guys are soft. Claiming Floyd was scared of Pac and had all these stares of excuses. Once the fight was over you guys made one video and disappeared. Had Floyd been knocked out you would have made 5 videos off the top. Now before we get to answering Mack's question, we want to get something straight, because normally we would ignore it, but when we saw his disappearing quote we could only think that perhaps there's a lot of idiots that believe this retarded shit. Now we're gonna play nice in this video, but unlike Jay's disrespectful false assumption that we woulda made 5 videos if Floyd got knocked out, we actually know he wouldn't have said this shit after any other post-fight for a fucking fact. And if we're right Jay, this means you have special affections for one man. Now no one ever had a problem with us saying a fight was good or sucked before. Until it was Mayweather Pac. And only the Floyd fans did. That's the real bias. It's our opinion, and the opinion of the fucking masses. That's a fact. Now we made it very clear what the fuck we been up to in the beginning of our last video out of respect. Apparently Mack ignored that, and basically called us liars. So let's get something straight. We play, without playing. That means we like to have our fun, but if we offer Boxing Wave part ownership of a site, for free. If he's interested in 2 hours. We ain't fucking joking. And if I say Maylin's rubbing my back, then she's rubbing my fucking back. And if we say we're taking care of legal business, that's what the fuck we're doing. And the only way we woulda made 5 videos is if it was requested. No matter who knocked who the fuck out. So your assumption is a biased one, because you know how many times we've shown Pac on the canvas or literally getting knocked the fuck out by Marquez. More than fucking 5. So we didn't appreciate being indirectly called liars, because we woulda had a fucking field day if we was here in the last couple of months, and we sure the fuck wouldn't have been lurking around complaining about how the YTBC ain't pumping. Yet we can't blame anyone who's done with boxing after that fake fucking super fight. We understand raw boxing TV fully. Now we get a lot of shit stolen from us and we let it go. We're some pretty humble motherfuckers. We watch cheap praise and channels for jacking our shit all the time. They think those guys made that shit up. We've even had guys come up to us and quote our shit not knowing it's our shit. Trying to punk us with our own words. They think they're quoting a line they stole from Bob who stole it from Jack who actually stole the shit from us. We chuckle about it. All the real players know. To influence the world without the world knowing's how players roll. And we never tell on 'em. Because we enjoy waking 'em up, without the world knowing we're waking 'em up. But jacking shit of ours outside the YTBC's a whole nother arena. That's why we was out. We didn't vanish any fucking where, and even in our legal process we kept up with our fellow channels. Like fucking ask 'em. Now Mack claims we made one video and disappeared. Interesting. One group's telling us to let it go while the others claiming we only made one video. Fact is we made a video. Mack's acting like we never spoke on the shit and vanished. We made a video saying the fucking shit sucked. We did another video on Alvarez Kirkland and boldly cracked on it again. Then in our return video we said it sucked again. How many fucking times y'all want us to say it sucked? 5. Cool. Because we got 5 more coming. Go tell all the YTBC and the entire fucking planet Earth. We're right fucking here. And every Flomo's welcome to hit the you hurt my feelings button. Stop hurting me button. I'm mad you're not lying button. Because in our opinion and virtually everyone who saw the shit but Flomos. It fucking sucked. Mack then continued. And GGG versus Lemieux is a good fight. You can like technical boxers and still enjoy the fight. See, this is more of the shit that's got fight fans fucked up mentally. All this shit began with Mayweather and Flomos. Before Mayweather we never heard anyone claiming being a technical fighter means no one gets hit. Sweet science means dissecting a motherfucker and fucking your opponent up while not getting fucked up. Floyd Mayweather comes along and suddenly these Floyd fans think the sweet science means not getting fucked up while never fucking anyone up. This term was around long before Mayweather was even fucking born. Pierce was using this shit back in the 1800s long before Liebling. Do you know what a series was called? The Sweet Science. A bruising. And Flomos should remember the fucking bruising part, because it was initially about fucking a motherfucker up. See, that's the actual full term but fanboys don't know it. So they're trying to crack on the bruising part by calling it the Sweet Science while having no clue they only call it the Sweet Science for short. But like all things, these guys cluelessly stole some shit again, and turned it into the opposite. Every time fight fans talk about wanting to see some bruising, these guys counter it by claiming they don't care about bruising because they like the Sweet Science. While not knowing that term's short for the Sweet Science of bruising. So Jay. That's why we keep calling Flomos title jackers and why they have beefs with history. They don't want to know the truth. But do you, J Mack? Like, did you invent the term? No, you didn't. So these guys constantly run around using it, then acting like the rest of us who actually know fighting's about fighting, are stupid. Like, why you think it's called fighting? And what makes you think GGG isn't a technical fighter? Is it because he's not using the Philly shell? You then continue about your coach not wanting you to get hit or your son and some other stuff. We have no fucking idea why. We just did a video on it talking about Freddie Roach's sucky defensive training, so what's your point, J Mack? Is it some indirect way of protecting Mayweather? Could you possibly be yapping about nothing? You then say as a boxing fan you like smooth fighting as well as Canelo GGG style type fighting. Cool. Are you saying you can enjoy fights where no one gets hit, along with GGG style fights? Like, we have no idea what the fuck that means. We've already said we can appreciate a good fight without guys getting totally fucked up. That doesn't mean we never want to see a knockout again because some fighter named Floyd Mayweather exists. Then you say ever since the lead up to the Floyd Pac fight you have been negative. Negative about what? Floyd's tests with his own private doping agency? Is that it? Why is that negative? We don't request our own videos, J Mack, we just answer requests honestly without bias. And if the shoe was on the other foot we'd have said the same thing about Pac. Or maybe it was the Mayweather-Ali video talking about Mayweather claims of Ali fighting in one division. Is that it? Did you want us to lie? Don't worry. We cracked that motherfucker open, and if you think someone else cracked it first, go show us that video and date. Ain't no one other than the real players gonna say 10 players did because we're 10 players. Finally, you say Floyd versus Berto is not the greatest fight. At least you admitted that part. But we never said the fight was bad. We may or may not say it, but you're explaining like we dissed the fight. Jesus. We haven't even done our video on the fight yet. You then say about Floyd. But shit, he has fought Canelo, Cotto, Guerrero, Maidana and Pacquiao. That's a tough ass schedule for any other welterweight, and tell me who is better. I'll wait. You'll wait for what? Because we have no idea what your point is. You're saying you'll wait like you got somebody on some shit. Or like we're on some side. Seems you're still affected by those videos on Pac's power and the Ali thing. Guess what? We told y'all this shit with Triple and we're telling you now. We ain't changing shit or lying to make motherfuckers happy. And back then we ain't see no one saying shit about Triple G. Other than Doug, all we saw was scared motherfuckers. We gave our honest view on Triple, and the same with the unimpressive May Pac fight. Then when we do shit like that, fans claim we're trying to be controversial. Fuck outta here. We wasn't even dissing the motherfucker. Now we're not saying no one enjoyed the May Pac fight, but the majority are fucking liars who totally fucked up their reps by not coming clean about the shit sucking. Now Mayweather's fought some decent fighters. So what's your point? This ain't some Pac-tart channel shitting on everything Mayweather does. If we was, we'd make the dummy smack the fuck out of Mayweather. And we ain't talking about some picture of it. Oh yeah. We can do shit like that. But Pac had a good time punching Mayweather's lights out in his commercial, so we got no problem with it. Because we ain't biased. But we'll admit we're hired guns at times, so instead of Pac getting upset, he can give us 20 grand and we'll make the dummy smack Mayweather all over the fucking place. Mayweather can pay too. Because we ain't biased. So we have no idea what your point is about Mayweather's schedule. Tons of motherfuckers would love it. Go tell Thurman he'll get paid the same shit. He's been trying to fight names for ages, but all Floyd fans wanna do is throw Spence on him. Bradley wouldn't only fight all those guys, but he's down to fight Triple G, which Floyd sure the fuck don't seem willing to do. So what are you talking about? Gimme the money, I'll fight all those motherfuckers in a day. Floyd ain't doing some charity, Mack. He gets paid ridiculous amounts of money, then he does everything in his power to make sure he's safe and can't get hurt. This ain't the old school days. 2 fights a year. Motherfuckers would fight a guy like Canelo 1 week, Cotto the next, then all those motherfuckers in a 2-month period. But we're supposed to be talking about how great Mayweather is. Then Guerrero's in that tough schedule. He's tough when Mayweather fights him, but crap when Thurman does. You guys are funny. Who the fuck are all these incredible guys Guerrero beat up beside Berto anyway? Custidiana old Casamire, we guess. Then you brought up us with Floyd and his stares of excuses. Like where you been? Pac said anything he want. That means whatever excuse he got, let's just get in the ring. Dumb move by Pac, but it's fucking clear. He got the money he wanted, ref he wanted, ring he wanted, compu box operators he wanted, date he wanted, hand injecting state he wanted, doping agency he wanted, judges he wanted, ability to show no proof of tests he wanted, spies in Pac's gym he wanted, blocking of Pac's vitamins he wanted. Like what more you want? He couldn't come up with any more excuses because the little guy said,
No problem, whatever he wanted.
100 fucking times. Now we hope you didn't see this as some kind of a diss, Mack, because it wasn't. We're just shooting the shit on boxing with ya. On top of that, Mayweather's recent schedule of all the guys he picked with his little finger while never fight in mandatories isn't even a part of any topic we was talking about. He's still got one of the best resumes in boxing in spite of the questionable shit he's done. Nor did we say it sucks. So we have no idea what you asked us has to do with anything. So why'd we make this video? We actually made this video because of what Mack said about us disappearing. So it's for anyone who thinks the same shit. We just figured we'd dive into his other stuff while we was at it. We never said Mayweather was scared, just he wasn't acting normal. But now we're saying he was fucking scared, because we wasn't convinced he was until after the fucking fight. See, the problem with Flomos is that instead of letting shit go, they gotta push it and push it and push it, destroying themselves in the end. We're not saying Mack's a Flomo, but we've watched Flomos doing this shit. Making up garbage. We'll get into that in our Mayweather Pac closure video. Oh yeah. We'll be doing that shit. We said we do it before we got caught up in legal shit, and we'll be starting up right the fuck where we left off. How about that, Mack? Go tell the entire universe, because we're right here. But don't you real boxing fans worry, because we got other boxing shit to talk about. The good news for Flomos is we're not Mayweather haters, so we'll take it easy on Floyd. There'll be no bias. But a motherfucker who ain't scared smacks the dummy before the fight. Not after. As for Mack's claim that we woulda done 5 videos, and for any motherfuckers saying we vanished because May and Pac fought. That would be our fucking business if it was true. But you're a fucking idiot if you think that, because it ain't. Like, get a job or start a fucking business so you can get it? The only reason we even explained it was out of respect for the real players who were asking. They gave respect, so we returned it because we appreciate shit like that, and as loyal dogs that's how we roll. But before leading up to the fake super fight, we had a lot of requests on the fight, so he said we'd answer as many as possible since so many requested it and waited so many years for the fight. And here's the fucking video where we said it. That's why there's a series of May Pac videos before our legal shit. Not because we're a Mayweather Pac channel. Prior to that we spoke on Lucas Provodnikov, Danny Garcia, Ghetto Superstar and the YTBC, Al Heyman Kovalev Pascal Catch Weights Fight News Deontay Wilder Thurman and more, so we don't wanna hear no fucking crap. But we personally don't give a fuck if some channel's a Pac-Tard or Flomo channel. It's their fucking channel, if they ain't bothering us we don't give a fuck. Flomo and Pac-Tard your fucking asses off. The YTBC may be a community, but what our neighbors do is still their fucking business. And as long as their shit ain't spreading over to our yard, we could give 2 shits. We rock with the motherfuckers we're sub to and that's it. Y'all know who you are. But anyone who thinks we didn't wanna have a field day, here's a fucking idiot. I mean we couldn't believe that no motherfuckers in the YTBC other than Blood and Reef knew Mayweather wasn't tying no fucking Marciano record. Tons of motherfuckers went past that fucking number. It's a fucking heavyweight record and ain't got a damn thing to do with Mayweather, and we woulda shredded that bullshit claim if we was here along with 1,000 others. That's if it was requested. And it's that fucking simple. So we hope this answers your questions, Jay. And until our next one. Peace. We're out.